Oh, my gosh. A little third stage Boston here. Blast from the past here on 710 KNUS. George Brockler with you. Listen, I want to bring up right away here on the VIP line, friend of the show. We agree on every single political issue ever. Joy Overbeck. Joy, thanks for joining us.
Hi, George. Hi.
I just want to make sure people could hear your laughter at that description.
Exactly.
Joy, you pay attention to what's going on in Highlands Ranch in Douglas County. I love that. You brought something to my attention that I started to look into, and I thought, obviously, Joy has dipped into the gummies, the special Colorado gummies, because there's no chance that this is really happening. Tell us what's going on.
Well, Highlands Ranch Community Association, which is composed of, everybody in Highlands Ranch, there are about 30,000 homes there. They each pay $600 or so a year to this community association and assessment dues. On this Friday, this board has planned at one of their community association rec centers a drag queen comedy show. Okay.
A what?
And, a drag queen comedy. Hey, you haven't heard it. We love LGBT people month. Haven't you heard that, George? So
is that this month?
Everywhere. It's the whole month. They get the whole month. We only get one day for the 4th of July, right? One day for Christmas.
One day for veterans, one day for those who died for their country. Yeah, that's a good point.
Anyway, so a group of people led by Aaron Woods, who's a guy who lives in Highlands Ranch, found out about this and got pretty incensed. Obviously, this is supposed to be a community center. They do about 100 events a year. And it says on their website that these are over 100, quote, fun, family-friendly events is what they host at these 4 community centers they have. So I don't know if this really qualifies as a fun, family-centered event, even though I guess it's going to be like no people over 21 are allowed. It's sold out. So a bunch of us are trying to stop it.
Did you say no people over 21 or no people under 21?
I'm sorry, under 21.
Yeah, because that would be super weird.
Yeah. See, the problem is that this is just part of a pattern. This is all across the country, drag queen story hour, these outrageously garbed people who seem to have major sexual confusion are reading stories to kids from toddler age up. This is part of that whole indoctrination / hypersexualization, early ideology indoctrination of kids. And even though there are no kids allowed at this event, this is supposed to be a family, as I said, community center. So the next thing, another event that would be a story hour, a drag queen story hour. So this is, it's the old slippery slope thing, right? So a bunch of people are going to show up probably at 5:30 or so. Oh, I wanted to read. There's a crazy person online who's constantly attacking me at one of the Highlands Ranch website, Facebook pages.
Let's be clear, by the way, Joy, there are millions of crazy people online.
I'm sorry?
Millions. I was just going to correct you on one thing. There are millions of crazy people online. So when you say there's a crazy person online, it's like, get in line.
This is an especially crazy person because as soon as this is a guy who is some kind of operative with a group called, what is it called? Freedom from Religion Foundation, right? And so, of course, they want us all to be free from religion. And there are a bunch of religious people who are probably going to come and rally at this Southridge Community Center about 5:30, probably Friday night. So this crazy person posts on one of these websites, Facebook pages, "Attention bigots, please ensure you attend the gay bashing Klan rally with your fellow MAGAs on Friday, June 17th at Southridge Center, 5:30 p.m. We have something special planned for you." And then he put on it #Antifa. Okay?
What?
So we know what happens.
God, man.
Yeah. So
That's
this guy
crazy.
is pretty berserko. And he's, so he's into freedom from religion. And so that's what he posted.
So that folks can kind of appreciate this. Highlands Ranch is a community of about 90,000 folks. I lived there for a long time, from about 96 to 2015, 14. And it's really family oriented. They have 3 rec centers in Highlands Ranch that HRCA, the Highlands Ranch Community Association, manages. One is Northridge. That's the granddaddy. That's the old one. That's the one that was first there. Then there's an Eastridge, and there is a Westridge, and there is a Southridge. Southridge is the newest of those different rec centers, but they all cater to families. If you go there, they have pools, but most of the pools outside of Northridge are not meant necessarily for just lap swimming. They're designed for kids, for little kids. And there's the community association caters to different groups that are, training taekwondo or pickleball or whatever it is. They do a bunch of sports there. This particular one, Southridge, is very close to where my kids go to school, by the way, Rock Canyon and Rocky Heights out there in Highlands Ranch. But the HRCA manages this, and that's an elected board. So let me ask a couple questions, Joy. Did anybody bring this up in public, like, hey, we are going to do this, or was this just something that someone chose to do and only now we're being told about it?
I'm not really sure if they advertise this. It's something that Aaron Wood, as I say, he started kind of the pushback against this and has organized this rally and contacted a number of groups. And then a friend of mine, who's actually, I think, a friend of yours, Stephen Peck, contacted me about it. And so I said, well, listen, let's not advertise the rally right now. Let's try to stop this thing. And so I posted on my Facebook page the phone numbers and the email addresses of the 3 community board members who voted for this. There are 5 board members, 2 voted against it, and 3 voted for it, and so it passed. So this is not doxing, in case people are going to leap on the phone and say, this is public record. The Highlands Ranch board.
What was the vote? It came down to what?
3-2. 3-2.
Oh, boy.
So I put, if people want to go to my Facebook page, they can see this outrageous picture of a transvestite / drag queen, a guy with a beard and this giant purple and pink hair. It's really pretty fun. I'm not saying that person is going to be there. I'm saying this is a drag queen. This is what they look like. Okay, some of them. And so if people want to go there, they can copy and paste the emails of these 3 board members.
Well, and Joy, HRCA has posted its own picture of a drag queen on its own website, right under the Highlands Ranch Community Association. It says comedy show, sold out. It's got June 17th, Friday, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Southridge. It has its own picture of a drag queen on there. I've seen yours as well. A couple things I want to clarify. We're Liberty people, so I in no way deny anybody the right to dress however the heck they want and have a comedy night wherever it makes the most sense or appropriate. This one strikes me as a little tone deaf to the community in which it's taking place. One of the things that you might not be. Yeah, go ahead. Is it Joy?
Exactly. Go ahead.
I was going to say the calendar on the HRCA website does say that Southridge will close at 5 p.m. this Friday. Now that's unusual. Normally it's open until 9 o'clock, and Fridays in the evening, as you can imagine, during summer, is usually a time when families go and they frolic around in the pool and stuff. I've taken my own kids to our community pool, not Southridge, but same thing. They're closing it at 5 p.m. I wonder if they're doing that in anticipation or planning for this comedy night or some sort of kerfuffle in the parking lot. It's hard to know, but they have stopped allowing the public in outside of this comedy show after 5 p.m. on Friday.
Yeah, I think that's probably because they don't want to be accused of having kids there when this comedy show is going on. So probably they're trying to defuse some of the criticism and the blowback about this.
Yeah, but think about that, though, Joy. They have now taken a taxpayer-funded thing that has hours that people anticipate using, and it could have been used for tax-paying kids and parents and all that to use it. And they've said,
fun.
We're going to cut you off from your access because we want to host this. There's no other word to describe it. It's controversial. It's controversial.
Yeah.
Why they're hosting it at Southridge, I don't get.
Yeah, well, that's it. I agree with you. If people want to see drag queens prancing around in sequins with their giblets hanging out or whatever they do, that's fine. That's fine with me. But, not at a community center. That's exactly the focus of our problems with this.
Well, Joy, if you're going to participate in something on Friday and we're at the end of the segment, would you do us a favor and can we have a conversation about it next week and figure out just what exactly took place?
Yeah, and people should know who are listening to this, who are Highlands Ranch people, go to my Facebook page, get the emails and the phone numbers of these board members. and deluge them with phone calls and emails. Get them to
I emailed
just
them this
cancel
morning,
this.
Joy. I emailed them to say, hey, would you come? I emailed those
great.
board members to say, hey, would you come on and talk about it? Haven't heard back yet, but admittedly, I had them emailed this morning, so they probably don't have it yet.
And people should also know that the Douglas County Sheriff's Office has been notified and knows about this, and because of this threat that this crazy person put online that I read, and also that the FBI is interested and has been notified.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Joy Overbeck, from Highlands Ranch, Douglas County area in general, thank you for coming on to let us know what's going on in the community.
Thanks, George.